What if I told you he wasn't the greatest? That some stars shine too bright they burn out before their time. That some egos are big enough to fill a room. What if I told you he was on pace to be the best, but no matter how fast he ran, his demons were always a step behind him? But what if I told you his dreams are still alive, fueled by heartbreak and the love for the game? This is the untold story of a man that no one could keep down.
LaGrange Park ain't easy to live in. More killers than high school grads. Now you don't realize just how big he was to us. To kids. Maybe, we thought, if we had someone out there hurting on the field, he could stop some of the hurting back home. He was our ticket. He was our hero. This kid was carrying the town on his back, and that weight was just too big to carry. I'll tell you something. Been on this godforsaken earth for 65 years and never seen a kid sling that ball around the field like he can.
Is the greatest football player in the 97-year history. There's nothing else to debate. You can get a Harvard-educated lawyer. You can get one from the John Jay School of Law. Nobody can argue this.
I've said it for the last 2 weeks that he's the greatest quarterback of all time. I've said this, he didn't have to win the game or even if he lost the game. And I said this because over the history of his career, he has done nothing but win football games and everything.
I've never seen anything like this. What I saw last night may be the greatest performance I've ever seen.
How are you, ma'am? Can I talk to Coach? Can you give it through to Coach? Ma'am, what do you mean he's not going to? I've been trying to get a hold of him all day. Coach said he was going to call me. Yes, ma'am. Roll Tide, Coach. Yeah, Coach calls me a couple times a day to check up, just to make sure everything's on track so I can come back and play some fall ball.
Football's not Hamlet. It's not a tragedy. It's supposed to be fun. Now, here's what you got to understand about Gabe, is he can't balance the football and the fun. He only knows fun. He's a great athlete and all, but he can't connect the dots. We're looking for athletes here at Alabama that can run the hat play, the trifecta, so to say. He is the best athlete I have ever seen in the decades that I have been coaching, but he doesn't have it up here.
He's behind bars here in the Murray County Jail, as you mentioned, facing a potential 10 years in prison. And there are some, according to police, that have been calling them, saying he never should have received that probation in the first place.
There was no doubt in our mind this was going to happen.
Sure, Gabe made mistakes, but we were just kids being kids. Growing up around here, that's just stuff you're going to do.
But kids being kids, what about the addiction?
Man, just breaks me up seeing a player like that waste so much talent. I'm not talking right now. I said I wouldn't talk about this.
It's been a long time since I walked out on these fields. A lot of memories been made, a lot of touchdowns been thrown. A lot of games been won. The bright lights, Friday night lights out here.
I just heard a couple stories here and there, but I will never forget finding him in the park at 2 a.m. in just overalls.
I mean, the worst of it was, I think 2 days after we beat our arch rivals, he was missing. That poor employee found him diving into a Long John Silver's dumpster.
I was taking clear to clear Advil AM, Advil PM,
Benadryl, Tums,
Tylenol, Tylenol AM, NyQuil,
Aleve.
a little bit of Subsilis, you know, and hell, I didn't even do it all at once. Yeah, a lot of good memories here, a lot of bad memories. But at the end of the day, a lot of touchdowns been thrown, a lot of games been won. They told me that my lifestyle wouldn't hold up, that I would never amount to nothing. But if one thing's for sure, I ain't ever gonna change. Spent my dollar on a beer, parked in a holler in a mountain light. Roll Tide, a little turn on and on to make some Dixie light. Beat Auburn and LSU.